It's finally here. Another century project in China. With a cost of 72.7 billion yuan, more than 600 large-scale machinery started construction at the same time, and the amount of earth and rock excavated was 3 times the total amount of the Three Gorges Project on the Yangtze River. What kind of project is this? In March 2022, China officially launched the Pinglu Canal Project, which aims to build a Grade 1 canal from Pingtangjiang mouth in Hengzhou City, Guangxi to the Beibu Gulf, with a total length of 135 kilometers, capable of accommodating 5,000-ton large vessels. The project has a budget of over 72 billion yuan and is expected to take 54 months to complete. Once completed, the Pinglu Canal will become the first large canal connecting rivers and seas since the founding of the People's Republic of China, with significant implications for the development of shipping and improvement of the ecological environment along its route. On August 28, 2022, construction of the Pinglu Canal began, and by March 18, 2023, the first phase of the Madao, Shishir, and Qingnian hubs had been completed ahead of schedule. In just over 6 months, the construction of the entire canal has made a good start, and the most economical and convenient gateway to the sea in southwest China is within reach. Of course, while there are many benefits to the Pinglu Canal Project, some people still wonder why Guangxi, a coastal province with many rivers, needs to spend over 70 billion yuan to build a new canal. Okay, in today's video, let's take a closer look at the latest super project of China. Okay, let's get started. The fact is, although Guangxi is a coastal province with many rivers, this does not mean that its water transport is sufficiently convenient. China's terrain is high in the west and low in the east, and Guangxi, located in the southwest, perfectly reflects this topographical layout, with rivers flowing from the high western and northwestern areas to the flat eastern areas. The problem is that Guangxi's border with the South China Sea is located due south, and the direction of the rivers does not point towards the estuary, severely limiting its water transport capacity. Even if Guangxi's freight transportation goes by water, it has to detour through the Pearl River, which is long, time-consuming, and costly, and adds pressure to the already heavily burdened Pearl River. Therefore, most of Guangxi's freight transportation goes by land, and the advantages of its rivers have not been effectively utilized. In 2022, Guangxi's GDP was only 2.63 trillion yuan, while neighboring Guangdong had a GDP of 12.91 trillion yuan, with a 10 billion yuan gap despite both being southern coastal provinces, and the inability to develop water transport is one of the reasons for Guangxi's economic backwardness. Currently, the largest waterway in Guangxi is the Xijiang River, and when the ships are congested, the Changzhou Water Conservancy hub section of Wuzhou can be blocked for up to a week. Moreover, ships going by the Xijiang River ultimately converge in the Pearl River Delta region, and the cost burden falls on Guangxi, while all the revenue goes to Guangdong. On the other hand, the mountainous terrain of Guangxi is a major disadvantage for land transport. If there is a river that can connect all the rivers in Guangxi and directly flow into the sea, Guangxi's economic development is bound to continue to rise. After the completion of the Pinglu Canal, water transportation in Guangxi no longer needs to detour to the Pearl River, which not only greatly shortens the shipping distance, but also reduces the transportation pressure on the Xijiang and Pearl River. Moreover, Guangxi is a tourist destination, and with the Pinglu Canal, its tourism industry will take a step forward. Economic development is not a single factor, but rather multiple factors working together. The scenic areas along the canal will gradually be developed, and the convenience of water transportation will bring even more tourists. Based on these factors, the idea of constructing the Pinglu Canal was born. Although it will cost over 72 billion yuan to build, which equates to a construction cost of 530 million yuan per kilometer, the long-term returns will far outweigh this number. Secondly, the Pinglu Canal will also serve an ecological protection function. The traditional view is that rapid economic development will inevitably sacrifice the environment. However, the canal can achieve both economic development and ecological protection. The Pinglu Canal can provide irrigation for farmland, water supply, flood control, and improve the ecological environment. Chen Liang, the director of the Guangxi Ecological Environment Department, once introduced that the Pinglu Canal will strive to become a world-class ecological canal, not only to promote economic growth, but also to promote the development of biodiversity along the canal. They will create an ecological corridor 1 kilometer wide along the canal, and leave animal corridors in the mountainous sections of the canal, so that the canal and nature can blend together to form a highly aesthetic landscape. The Pinglu Canal will also follow the model of existing water conservancy projects, leaving passages for migratory fish and building ecological observation stations to monitor the water quality, ecology, and growth of plants and animals in the surrounding area. Since the Pinglu Canal connects many rivers, its impact on biodiversity extends beyond Guangxi. As long as these rivers pass through other provinces, their ecology will also be positively affected, and the value it brings is just as important as improving the economy. In addition, the soil excavated from the construction of the canal will not be wasted. It can be used to backfill the farmland along the coast, promoting the development of surrounding agriculture. In fact, this canal has greater strategic significance. Building a large canal can not only boost the local economy, but also have greater strategic significance in a broader sense. For example, the Grand Canal, which was first built in the spring and autumn period, played a significant role in Chinese history. It not only promoted shipping and the economy along the river, but also made significant contributions in military affairs. Similarly, the Suez Canal is one of Egypt's major sources of revenue and is also a powerful tool for controlling other countries politically. Although the significance of the Pinglu Canal may not rise to such a severe level, it can still represent Guangxi in driving the surrounding provinces to get rich together. Western regions such as Yunnan and Guizhou, as well as the southwestern region of Hunan, have situations similar to Guangxi. In order to go out to sea, they can only go through Guangdong, and they also converge their revenue in the Pearl River Delta. With the Pinglu Canal, these provinces will have an additional choice for going out to sea, and the journey will also be shortened. By then, the entire western region will be able to rely on the ports in southern Guangxi to develop the economy. This means that the utilization rate of Guangxi's ports will be improved, and not only exports, but also imports will gradually shift to this area. It should be noted that the trade volume between Southeast Asia and China is not a small amount. With the convenience of water transport in Guangxi, this trade will choose Guangxi's ports, which will bring a huge wave of benefits. Provinces in the western region may present a trend of clustering and form a new economic development pattern centered on Guangxi. From ancient times to the present, building canals has been of great benefit to national development. It not only promotes transportation and strengthens centralized power, but also forms a stable political and military rule based on the economy. The ancient Chinese people realized this early on, and the Su River, Yangtze Canal, and Grand Canal are all good examples. Nowadays, we no longer consider the issue of governance, but the promoting effect of canals on the development of people's livelihood remains unchanged throughout history. Well, thanks for watching. If you have any suggestions, just leave them in the comments section. We'll come back as soon as possible and check them, and then we'll give feedback. See you next time.